Libra. So, freedom, huh? You want it, or you've already taken it, or a situation has already devolved to the point where you're out and you want to go meet new people, you want to do new things. Or, by the full moon, you're finally like, oh right, I should go meet new people and do new things. So great. Even if you've been single for a while, this is a new kind of energy. This is a new kind of fire. It's very social. Leo sees it as good for you. People want to go out. People want to look their best. People want to mingle. People want to get a little wild. That's all up Libra's alley. You guys like all of that stuff. So great. Let's take a deep breath and see how fun it's going to get. Well, okay. Lots of cards right there. Let's see. Four of Pentacles and the Devil. The Capricorn has come up in almost every reading, and here it's coming up much like it did in the Virgo reading, which is saying something about those of you who are with Capricorns. You're not willing to let them go just yet. Five of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Whatever it is that you're not letting go of just yet, be it something that Saturn and Pluto and Capricorn have shown you, or Capricorn themselves, or your relationship to the Saturnian aspects of life, regardless of what it is that you're still clinging to, you're clinging to it, and yet you're grieving the memory of it. So you're clinging to something that's not there anymore. Oh, fixed air. That's what it feels like. Fixed air. How claustrophobic does that make you, Cardinal Air? Don't act like an Aquarius. Ace of Swords and Seven of Swords. So seeing past the veil, seeing past the intention, seeing past the manipulation, seeing past, like I said, even the intention, to the place where you can see clearly now what the situation or the person is truly made of. It doesn't matter anymore. Intentionality, what happened, didn't happen, doesn't matter. Only freedom matters. Only freedom and power and moving forward matter. So you go from a bit of a fixed quality, okay, especially those of you who have Aquarian placements, Libra, but you go from a place at the end of July, which is right now, right? We have the new moon tomorrow, where you're sticking so much to something, but boom, as soon as August starts, you're like, yeah, I regret how much of me has been taken from me, regardless of what did it. I am regretful and I need to change the situation. But before I can change the situation, I need to see it clearly for what it is. These are not cards of seeing clearly. This is very subjective. This is you deciding that something is way too important for you to let go of, or you deciding that something was way too important to lose, and even though now it's lost, the way to honor the memory of how important it is by staying stuck there. Which, no, it's not. Good, let's continue. The Capricorns really show out in the extended when you clarify them. Okay, Two of Wands. So if you've been doing a little traveling, you're thinking of doing a little traveling, you've just come back from some traveling, you're thinking to yourself, hey, why haven't I been doing this more often? Well, because you've been in a bit of a funk. Like we've talked about a few times now. You haven't quite been yourself, but now that you're back into it, now that you're Libra, yes, plan. Go, experience, do all the things. You deserve to be able to do all the things. And yes, the Ace of Swords and the Two of Wands does imply that anyone who tries to keep you from your freedom or what you want to do right now will pay a heavy price, as in they will lose you in their life, which is fine. If the only way to stay in their lives is to sacrifice your freedom or, you know, what you love, what you find beauty in the world through, if they want to take that from you, then they're not for you. Or that you're Let's keep going. Let's see what else comes up. All right. So it's taken you guys a while, but it feels like you're back. It feels like you're finally really back. Ooh, well, there it is. The Fool and the Knight of Wands. Leo season gives you the oomph, the guts, whatever it is that you need to really get things moving now. Okay, and the card that popped out and fell on the floor was the Knight of Cups. So look at these three together. You're coming back to yourself. You're feeling good. Perfect. You're coming back to yourself. You're feeling great. And then you have an opportunity to move forward in your life, to maybe, you know, find someone new to hang out with. Someone comes up to you and wants to do some cool business thing. Somebody wants to partner up in some other way. You know, get asked out on a date through friends. Your energy is open. And when your energy is open, people are open to you. So for the past few years, you've been thinking, where's my pizzazz? Where's my, you know, je ne sais quoi that everybody likes? What's going on with me? Why have I been so... I mean, yes, I'm doing well. It's not bad. I'm happy with how things are going, but I mean, I really used to have this, like, you know, this electric sort of quality. What happened to it? Where did it go? Well, it's back. We're here. We're good. It's you building back up towards not just that, but that with depth. I think we've talked about this before. The most important part about that is being able to leave behind the things, the aspects of a person, a relationship, a business venture that you really don't think that you'll be able to recreate again. Sure, you may not be able to recreate it, and that is exactly the point. It wouldn't be worth anything if you could just recreate the experiences you've already had. You're not having experiences to experience things. You're having experiences to learn things. So having the same redundant experience over and over again wasn't going to work, even if it was syrupy and sweet or cute or toxic or whatever it was. Because toxicity, just like things being syrupy, isn't a place of learning. It's static. There's nothing there. Nothing, you if anything, you spiral down. I was going to say there's no, you know, trajectory, but there is. There absolutely is. It's just going like this, right? So we're not trying to recreate things that have already happened. We're going out here in August and grabbing onto everything that is new, that you've always wanted to do, that you felt you were kept from doing, that you genuinely feel will add to your, again, your sense of je ne sais quoi, whatever it is about you that makes people go, oh, I like her, or I like him, or I like them, or I like they, right? Good. Bottom of the deck, the Empress and the Queen of Cups and the Temperance card. It is just so good. It is so very good, and it will continue to get better and better. The only thing that I would keep control over right now, or really like spend some time on, if you need to obsess over something right now, I would obsess over your health. Just get a checkup. Especially if you have bags under your eyes, if you're not sleeping well, get your liver checked. Get your liver checked, get your kidneys checked. It's just that time of the year astrologically where little things can creep up on Libra if they don't, you know, do the upkeep. So do a little, you know, a little housekeeping, a little maintenance, and try and remember that all the new things that come in now, one of the best aspects of this, you know, getting your mojo back, getting your groove back aspect of life is that you can recreate yourself. Who is this new person that's gotten their groove back? This person doesn't have to be like the person you used to be, not at all. It's a choice, right? So who are you now? Who is this new person that ventures forth with all this, you know, bravery and ambition and really wants to experience the world, to learn from it, right? Not just for experience sake. And that's the depth, and that's the maturity. And that's wonderful. That's exactly what you want. You want to be able to rage and go wild and have a great time and also have it mean something. You want things to be really, really beautiful and really, really clean and put together, but you want it to mean something. It's not just for the sake of being, which a lot of times when people want to label you as superficial, that's what they do. They make it seem like you don't realize there is a depth to it, that you only see the surface, which we know isn't true. But why alleviate them of their ignorance? If they're too dope to get you, they don't deserve you. Right? Mwah! I love, love, love you. I will see you in the extended. Tickets for Oakland, the link is below. Tickets for LA, the link is below. Also, there's a guided meditation for Leo season. It's on the Vimeo page with the extendeds. The merch store is still up. People are still loving the Vector Heart sweatshirt. That ties into a podcast episode. The newest podcast episode is called The Fountain Remix. It's very popular right now. That link is below as well. And I think that's it. One more time. Mwah! I love yous. It's going to be your season. Like this. Can you believe it? Time flies when you're loved. Hi, Libra. Ooh, they stopped drilling for a moment. How perfect for us. Let's get into it while we have a moment. I'm going to be drinking water throughout, and I suggest you do the same. So if you hear me, it's just my water bottle. Okay, here we go. So Libra, you want to hang on. You've tried to hang on. It's been going on for quite some time. It might be a job. It might be a Capricorn. You have realized finally that regardless of how you feel, regardless of how much you want to stick with it, there's a certain element, certain amount, let's say, of fuckery that you just can't deal with anymore. And although you are regretful, you have chosen yourself. And the reason you have chosen yourself is because you realize that the person or the situation that you were choosing over you was full of lies. And there is a great power being handed back to you here. You are handed back your sword. Yay, we love it. And what do you decide to do with all this cardinal air? Well, you really want to go for it. I think that for some of you, this may be waking up not from a toxic relationship, but from your own toxic habits. Realizing finally that you were in the grips of something that was a vicious cycle and you couldn't get out of. It could be an addiction, could be a toxic relationship, could be a toxic dynamic with a parent, a sibling. Could be your unhappiness surrounding your Saturnian duties, like I said, like work. Regardless of what it is, now we come to a point where you are able to wield your power once again in a very measured way. You're out there, you're having fun, you're loving life, but you're also very much in control of things. And the first thing that you feel compelled to do when you feel in control of things is to move away from all of that which inhibits your freedom. And you do so in a very clear way by the full moon on the 15th. There is no doubt about Libra not wanting to belong to anyone or anything right now that is not worthy of them, that does not understand them, that wants to judge them, that just isn't clicking with them. Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups, going in opposite directions. Leo season wants to take you one way, and those who would have you love them more than you love yourself want to pull you another way. Although they offer you love, do they offer you manifestation and success and fulfillment? I think you've chosen the wrong road so many times that this time I don't really need to say much. See, if you choose yourself, the one thing you can ensure is that you won't end up here. Because even if you take from yourself, it's you. It won't be somebody else. If you choose yourself, even if you end up at the Five of Cups, it's your doing. I think what you're realizing is that you can love people, you can be with people, you can want to stick to something or someone, and yet you must always still choose yourself, because otherwise it always ends in regret. It's kind of a circumspect way to get there, but here we are nonetheless. And it continues, your abundance continues to grow. Your feelings, your relationships continue to deepen, but on your own terms. Now, can you walk towards love or the other way? Of course, it's your decision. You can walk towards yourself, or you can walk towards love. You can walk back towards something toxic, or you can walk towards yourself. I think regardless of what the other option is, you're going to choose yourself, as you should, as is Virgo. Your part of the zodiac has that very much in common right now. And I think it would do you some good to listen to the Pisces reading as well, because they're experiencing this from the other side. But it's a very similar experience. They're doing it in terms of work, and you're doing it in terms of your personal life, but there's a lot of synergy there. If you have Pisces friends, I suggest linking with them, because your abundance is very similarly tied up right now, and you can really help each other. If there's a Sagittarius in your life, we'll take a look at that in the extended. That Sag issue has a lot to do with how you feel about yourself. Sagittarians are very good at picking up on anyone who has low self-esteem. Now, what they do with that information depends on the Sag. But we'll talk about that too. What an invigorating, powerful, empowering reading this is. Yay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, Libra. Let's have a look at the extended, yeah? Love you. The links for everything are below.